Look at best for. Look at the best for interaction, man.
Bop. We got motherfucking another Texas or Houston, Texas killer.
Look, ugly. All the eyes ugly.
Crash outs, man. We got all crash outs in this motherfucker. Pure crash out, niggas. Tell you,
ugly folks.
They think they fun shit. They like, it's better than bitches you've seen. Bitches rejected 3 niggas and shit coming out with wigs on.
Coming out looking like that.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake. When I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me.
Shamil McGowan's son Ryan, dozens and dozens of rounds.
Gang, we gonna come to the shoot, let 100 out. Nigga play and get popped in his phone.
Then we right to the studio.
So we react to him, and then it's a new video. I guess he got sentenced or something.
In September 2019.
First he went to jail, now he's sentenced.
Yeah, I remember this.
Crazy.
Fuck you.
The location of the emergency.
On my side of my clip twitching. These niggas don't stop clip switching. These niggas switch clips every week. We don't do no skipping, hit every street.
How can I help you?
There is a lot of gunfire going on outside.
Okay, how many shots have you heard?
Screaming.
How many shots have we heard? Probably 20. More than 20.
You said what I did and I'm clapping the witness. Clap.
Y'all niggas gonna be in this house. Y'all niggas gonna be in this house with me.
Listen.
Go catch somebody, you gonna be in this house with us.
Can you please let me talk?
Hey,
Bro.
A rap beef would turn into a brutal killing spree, and in less than 4 months, a rival rapper was missing part of his skull, while 5 others were left
See
dead.
that, bro?
No one was spared.
My nigga
A
had to learn how to
22-year-old
walk.
cameraman died before his camera hit the ground. Grandparents were gunned down outside of their home, and the rapper's mother would even be arrested
regular
for
old
allegedly
lady
using her old job to find her son's enemy's address so he could attack.
Since that's El Salvador.
The suburbs of Houston
El
were
Salvador,
terrorized.
literally.
The feds were being called in. And in this video, we're going to be breaking down the murderous history of Texas rapper GUERO10K. Born in 2001, Christian Cavajo grew up in the suburbs of Houston, primarily around Cypress and Jersey Village. With Mexican parents, he'd be nicknamed Güero, a Spanish term for someone with fair skin. He'd play football for Campbell Middle School. Early photos would show he came from a large, middle-class family. Even those on Reddit would point out how it seemed he had a great childhood, and the fact that he was in a 2-story home, or how he and his sister had prescription glasses and she had braces. These were all signs of money, or at the very least, parents that cared. But things aren't always as they appear.
Then I got the drum.
That's what Suso.
Then I got my flips.
That's what Suso. So if Suso already on that type of shit, you know, alright.
Yeah.
This is just a crazy family.
Yeah.
Y'all can have all the money in the world. They don't give a damn. Money run the streets.
It makes sense now.
The 762 is burning.
Christian Cavajo Sr. would stand out in family photos.
There go Pops.
Güero's mom didn't appear in any.
Know what he
His
is.
father's appearance and demeanor didn't match the rest of his family, and he never smiled.
That's motherfucking.
It said both parents
Lorenzo
were
Tejada,
of
folks.
life. The influence they had is unknown. As Güero reached his later teens, his appearance would
Yeah,
drastically
that's when he changed.
He'd attend Cypress Ridge High.
Sis told guns. Sis getting that problem. Y'all getting that problem too.
And multiple videos of Güero fighting would make their way
Beat
online.
niggas' eyes. Put
It was
niggas'
clear
head
Güero
on
was
his
nice with his
fuck.
hands, but the violence would quickly progress. 20 minutes from Jersey Village was another suburb named Greenspoint, just north
You
of
hear that
Houston.
right? Another suburb. These niggas is crazy.
It isn't clear how or why things started, but when the match lit, the streets were on fire.
These niggas go up in
GUERO10K was a member of a gang known as 10K, while Cash Out was a member of Cash Out, and And on September 6, 2019,
We both got money and we still gotta be
body
with each
was
other.
dropped.
And we don't even know.
So far, no one has been arrested. The shooter still on the loose. Detectives say pistols and a rifle were fired up and down this block. Evidence markers, crime scene tape, and a stolen SUV riddled with bullet holes. Evidence of the deadly shooting early this morning.
Somebody was screaming around here.
Tina lives close by. Her family heard the screams, gunshots, and called 911.
The shots fired, there were multiple shots fired. We haven't even started counting them yet. There were so many.
It's really sad and really feel bad about it.
Investigators say 2 young men were shot inside this SUV. One died on scene, the other fighting for their life in the hospital.
He received several gunshot wounds.
The crime scene expansive, stretching around a quarter of a mile, bullet casings everywhere. Investigators believe shots were fired between the SUV and a white sedan that sped away. However, detectives aren't sure who pulled the trigger first.
At this time, we don't know if they are suspect.
Just outside of a gated community, 19-year-old Ryan McGowan lay dead in the back seat of a stolen SUV. Ryan was a member of Cash Out, known as Cash Out Spaz. He'd been shot in the back, the bullet exiting his chest. Officers would observe 223, 9mm, and 357 SIG shell casings trailing down the road. Officers would later learn that Spaz wasn't alone. He was with 2 friends, one of which was named Trenton Steele. They were all beefing with 10K, so they drove to 10K territory in a stolen SUV after learning a 10K member lived in a nearby apartment complex. While lurking in enemy territory, they were spotted by a dark-colored sedan that pulled up and opened fire, striking the driver of the SUV and causing him to crash. Trent would pull out the driver as the 2 ran across the street, leaving Spaz in the back seat. That's when the dark-colored sedan returned as a man got out and opened fire on Spaz, killing him. But how did the officers learn all of this?
Y'all say fuck my
Because
nigga.
Trent sat down with investigators and told them the whole story. So technically, Cash Out was the first to slide on 10K, failing the mission so bad not only did one member die, another member ratted. But it wasn't immediately clear who actually killed Spaz. Looking at his Instagram, Spaz's last post would read, "I done lost so many of my dogs, I swear this year for y'all." And less than 48 hours later, his comments would be full of broken hearts. 3 days after Spaz's death, Cash Out Ace would drop a song called Ciabatta. In the chorus, he'd say,
Swab smoking pack while I'm fucking on Lilia. Swab smoking pack while I'm fucking on Lilia.
Come to find out, Lily was Guero's girl. This was the first time the beef between the 2 was being put in the music, and Ace just made himself a target to one of Houston's top crashers. 19 days after Spaz was killed, 10K would strike. It was 1:30 in the morning when Harris County Sheriff received multiple calls for shots fired on Francina's Drive. This was northwest Houston and Cash Out territory. Deputies arrived finding a heartbreaking crime scene. 65-year-old Ramiro Reyes lay dead in the roadway, while his 63-year-old wife Rosalva sat dead in the passenger seat of a purple Charger. Their son-in-law would be found inside of the home alive with a gunshot to the hip. Investigators learned the couple had spent the night at a hospital bedside as Rosalva's elderly mother passed away. They just made it home, still grieving and tired after such a long night. But instead of finding the comfort of their beds, they'd be met with gunfire. 3 months would pass. An innocent elderly couple's shooter was still unidentified, and nobody knew exactly why they were targeted. It was now December 27, 2019.
We still have nothing to do with
just
this.
2
This
days
is just a
after
random
Christmas, and Cash Out Ace was recording a music video in North Houston. It was 9:31 p.m. when the call came in for shots fired. Arriving on scene, 2 men were found dead, 20-year-old Gonzalo Gonzalez and 22-year-old Jonathan Jimenez. 7 other people were shot at the scene, including 20-year-old Cash Out Ace, who was shot in the arm and shot in the head. His older brother Abel was also with him and shot 4 times. Investigators would locate 762 40 Smith & Wesson and 9mm shell casings at the scene as victims were transported to
they don't
local
care.
hospitals.
They already had the money.
Ace would be placed
They
in
don't
critical
feel good to them
condition
just have
and
money.
equipped to a breathing machine with a bullet lodged in his head. A week after the mass shooting, investigators would speak with Ace's brother Abel, who was still recovering in the hospital. Abel would tell investigators Ace set up a music video shoot, and the address was sent to only trusted friends through Instagram. Ace had issues with the rapper GUERO10K, who was the known leader of the 10K gang. Abel would then say Guero and another man named Rico10K had been threatening Ace for some time now and made threats earlier that day. Abel then said Guero and Rico had killed the old couple in Fallbrook. In fact, the night they were murdered, Abel received a video call from Rico around 1 in the morning. Abel stated Rico said, "Yeah, what's up? Where you at? We know you stay in Fallbrook. We know you stay on Pine Point." Abel told investigators he used to live in Fallbrook with his grandparents, but doesn't live there anymore. When he saw Rico on the video call, he was with multiple individuals with rifles wearing ski masks. Abel would tell investigators he didn't know how they got his address, and that after the elderly couple was killed, Guero and Rico fled to Austin, Texas for a few days to make it look like they weren't in Houston at the time of the shooting. So not only would Ace's brother give motive for Guero to shoot up the music video, but he named Guero and Rico10K as the ones responsible for the double murder 3 months prior. By now, 5 were dead, and investigators would piece it all together as they'd been investigating the 10K gang for 8 months, and witnesses were rushing to come forward. 7 months after Spaz was killed, a female friend of the victim met with investigators claiming GUERO10K and Rico10K were responsible for killing him. But it wasn't just that. She'd provide details to the murder that hadn't been released to the public and was consistent with surveillance video that no one but investigators saw. In fact, she only knew about it because Guero and Rico called her on FaceTime, with Rico admitting that he was the driver and Guero saying he doubled back to get out of the vehicle and finish Spaz off.
Why?
This was consistent with what Trenton Steele witnessed as he saw the shooter's vehicle come back and a man get out firing into the back seat of the SUV, killing Spaz. It would also be learned that the reason Spaz and his friends were hunting for a 10K member was over an argument on Instagram Live. The investigation took a darker turn as law enforcement found out why the elderly couple was murdered. Cash Out Ace's brother Abel told investigators 10K members found out the neighborhood where his grandparents lived, but didn't know how they knew. Cell phone records would show in the hours leading up to the shooting. GUERO10K was communicating with his dad
suburbs,
and a T-Mobile employee.
Yeah, you do too, bro.
The dad allegedly texted Guero's mom, Christina, to see if she could find an address associated with the number. Turns out, Christina previously worked at T-Mobile and reached out to a friend who was currently a manager who used her manager's login to find the address. The phone number belonged to Cash Out Ace's brother Abel and revealed his grandparents' address. Guero and Rico were yet again trying to up the score after already killing Spaz, and while in the neighborhood of the address they were given, they spotted a purple Charger they thought belonged to Abel and followed it home.
So they had the right address, but didn't even go to the address because they just seen a purple Charger and said that must be them.
A member of 10K, would be arrested and would be the first to fold on 10K. He'd tell investigators they spotted a music video shoot,
that's just
so
the dumbest shit ever.
Traveling past for the second time, Guero opened fire with an AK-47, while Rico fired a pistol.
Plain and simple, point out a car you think
and a third shooter named Roman Wise fired a pistol from the back seat. But that wasn't all. Kelvin was trying hard to get himself a deal, knowing just for driving he'd be facing life, if not worse. He told investigators he was there when GUERO10K and Rico10K saw on the news that they killed an elderly couple. But he said they weren't sad, they were happy.
Oh my God,
figuring they killed Abel,
trying to show
Cash
some
Out
sympathy
Ace's
for you.
grandparents. An overwhelming amount of evidence would lead snitched on the rest of 10K, took a plea deal and would be sentenced to 20 years in state
Snitch
prison.
for 20
with
years.
3 years time served,
Like
leaving
what?
him with 17 years left.
With
Under
17
Texas law,
left.
he'll be eligible for parole in the next
Fucking
8.5 years. Louis Santee, aka GUERO10K, took a deal for 60 years in state prison and will be eligible for parole in 30. Roman Wise would take a plea for 30 years,
60 years of my
him
life.
eligible for parole in 15.
Or if I'm gonna get a death
The only one left was the leader of it all, GUERO10K. 22-year-old Guero took a plea deal to spare him a death sentence and was sentenced to life in Texas prison.
So
He will have to
death
serve
penalty. What
40
you doing
years
like?
before being eligible for parole, meaning Guero will be in his early 60s before even being considered for freedom. Only 17 years old when he killed Spaz. 18,
Just
he
kill
killed a
me.
total of 5 people.
You out here doing all this, you just gonna let it happen.
Guero never broke a smile as both pictures and videos of him incarcerated would emerge as he fought this case. A war essentially started by Cash Out would be finished by 10K.
That nigga got tired of having money.
Sides devastated.
Got tired of being in the
Cash Out
man.
Ace would have a large portion of his skull.
No, ain't no way.
And speak on his recovery
Ain't
process.
no way you tired of that shit.
He got tired of that shit. He wanted to see another life.
What it's like to be hard. Let me go sell some dope.